What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back here at the channel KingsTCG, and today we're coming at you with a updated Exodia Millennium deck profile. And I can't wait to showcase you guys this amazing updated deck. I already uploaded an Exodia deck profile, of course, but some things have changed. New sets have released, but also more important, the ban list. Dimension Shifter is limited now, and so that's the reason why we did an update, but also we wanted to improve this deck, and we really did that with some really cool upgrades. Also cool and useful upgrades in the extra deck. So this deck is absolutely a level higher than the previous Exodia Millennium deck. So let's dive straight on into this. Before I start with this deck, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's very important to help the channel grow and make this content. And also check out my Instagram page, KingsTCG, Loba Yu-Gi-Oh! Links in the description down below. So thank you guys, and let's dive straight on into this. And of course, you can't play Exodia without the 5 pieces. Although it's not the win condition of the deck, but you still need these 5 pieces to use your Millennium Ankh and to flex, of course. We play a Millennium package, 3 copies of Sangajin, 3 copies of Ankh, 3 copies of Shield, of course, and we play 2 copies of Golem. And all these cards function in the same way. You activate them from the hand to place them face up in your spell and trap zone. Then you activate them to special summon himself from the spell and trap zone. And with that special summon, there's an effect. Sangajin lets you search a Millennium card from your deck to your hand. This one adds Ankh, and this one adds Wedju Temple. So that was it for the small Millennium package. Yep. Then we have, of course, you could already tell by this amazing looking playmat, 3 copies of Grandpa's Blue Eyes, Heart of the Blue Eyes. Absolutely insane card. Discard and then add Ankh from deck to hand. And in the grave, it also has an amazing effect that the turn after you use this card's effect and you activate Ankh successfully, and your opponent special summons a monster with level 8 or 3000 attack points or more, you can send that card that they summon to the grave and then special summon your Blue Eyes. So absolutely amazing. Then for the hand traps, we play 2 copies of Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. And I decided to main this card because it's so freaking good. Going first, going second, doesn't matter. It's just an amazing card. And your life points are important because your life points are your attack for your Exodia boss monster. So have to play this one. And of course, he's all alone right now. Lonely Warrior, Dimension Shifter, but still we have to run him. Although it's less impactful right now, but still, if you have this card, your deck doesn't care about Shifter, so we have to play it. So these 3. Then of course 3 copies of Ash Blossom. Still one of the best hand traps in the game. And then 3 copies of Effect Veiler. And besides the effect, or besides the fact that this is a great hand trap, it's also very useful to go into some extra deck plays. That's also a really great update from this deck. So really happy with that. So that was it for the hand traps. Now on to the spells. Of course, the reason why this deck is absolutely broken, 3 copies of Millennium Ankh. Very great effect of Ankh is that it cannot be edged because it special summons from the main deck. And if you have a Golem on the field, the activation of Ankh cannot be negated. The only cards that really hurt Ankh are Dominus Impulse, cards like that. 2 copies of Forbidden Droplet. Really, really insane card. Of course, we play the field spells. we have 3 copies of Temple and a single copy of Secret Village of the Spellcaster. This one in your opening hand is absolutely nuts. And a copy of Crossout Designator. With all these hand traps, you have to run this card. And to run off the spells, we have 1 Obliterate Blaze, and same for your OTKs. I use this card quite a lot actually. And also the consistency of this deck is so amazing because you really have to have Ankh, but you have 3 copies of Ankh, you have 3 copies of your Shield and 3 copies of your Blue Eyes, so that's 9 copies of Ankh in your deck, which makes it very consistent. Then for the traps, of course, the board wipe, Exort Vice of Rage. Insane if you can go first and then end with this card. We play 3 copies of Imperm. And we run off with Angel, Statue, Azurune. Really cool card if your opponent goes into some link plays, for example. You can really ruin their strategy with this card. So that was it for this main deck. 42 cards in the main deck. I found that the perfect balance after a lot of playtesting. So guys, now let's go straight into the extra deck. And this is also an updated part of the deck. Because in the previous deck, the main deck, the extra deck wasn't that important. But we had a lot of cards which we did run but did not play so much. And now we can go into way more options with the extra deck, which is amazing. Of course, the boss monster, 3 copies of the Unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. Cannot be destroyed by card effects once per turn if this card battles. During the battle, during damage calculation, you can make this card gain attack equal to your life points. So that's also a reason why your life points are that important. And the Millennium monsters, if they want to activate their effect and you do not have Ankh in your hand, you have to pay 2000 life points. So Ghost Sister will come in handy. This is also Spell and Trap Negate. So absolutely an amazing card. And at the end of the turn, you can set 1 Exodia spell or trap. Absolutely amazing. So really, really beautiful card. You always want to end with this boss monster. And I have to say, like 99, maybe even 100% of the times you will end with this big boy on the field. Then, huge card for this deck is Millennium Ice Restrict. Because it is a Millennium monster, guys. And that's so important because when you activate Ankh, it shuffles all cards, all face-up monster cards you control into the deck, except Exodia monster and Millennium monsters. So, right? Yeah, Exodia monster cards and Millennium monsters. So, this card will stay on the field after you make it. That's really, really great about this card, and it's a really great negate as well to put on your board. So that one comes in really handy with the strategy. So that's it for the fusions. Then onto the links. We have 1 Link Spider and 1 Relinquished Anima. And if you have to make these cards, you know that your opening hand really sucks. But hey, at least you can do something. So we have to take that in consideration as well. That's why these 2 cards are here in the deck. Then we play 1 copy of SP Little Knight, the 1 Silhouette Rabbit to get your Angel statue. Nightmare Phoenix for spell and traps. We have Dark, the Dark Charmer. Celine. This card doesn't come up very often, but it's better to have it and not use it than you want to use it, but you don't have it. Access Code Talker. Underworld Goddess. And that was it for the links. All right. And most of the time, you just will do it with your Exodia monster. But if something goes wrong, Ankh will be negated, or you don't have access to that one, it's nice that you can at least pull something else off with the other cards. Then we have one Xyz, Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. And we have one copy of Muddy Mud Dragon. And this is the card that brings you into the Millennium Ice Restrict. Because if we have... let's do a quick card combo right here. So if you have Effect Veiler and Shield in your hand, you can activate Shield, set it, activate it again. Whether or not you have Ankh in your hand depends if you pay life points. Special summon it at Ankh. Normal summon. Then you have to have another Millennium monster on the field as well. But in most of the situations you will have. So say you have Golem, activate special at Temple. But that's not important. The thing I want to show you is, because this is a tuner and Shield is a level 5, you can make Muddy Mud Dragon. And then use the effect of Muddy Mud Dragon to summon itself and a Millennium monster. Use itself and a Millennium monster to fusion summon Millennium Ice Restrict. So that's pretty simple how this works, and that's also why Veiler is not only a very good hand trap in the deck, but also a very good card to go into Millennium Ice Restrict. And it's just another negate on the field. Again, because you will have a lot of negates and your opponent has a lot of trouble. Because you can have this one on the field, your Exodia, which is a spell negate. You have always in the end phase the opportunity to lay your board wipe. So you have 1 negate, 2 negates, board wipe. And you saw how many hand traps we played. And cards like this, Blue Eyes. So there are always, let's say, always 4, minimum 3, mostly 4 or 5 negates that your opponent has to play through. And some negates are really, really strong, like the board wipe. It's not actually a negate, but even more powerful because all the back row that your opponent is laying down, if you activate your board wipe in the end phase, they are not capable of activating those. So the whole back row goes to the grave as well without giving your opponent the chance to use one of those cards. So really insane deck. I have a lot of fun playing this deck. Exodia is such a nostalgic archetype, and to be able to play this card in such a competitive way on this level makes me really happy. Everything is really, really smooth with this deck, really consistent. So I'm very, very pleased with this deck. So guys, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think about this deck. I'm always open for suggestions, other things. So maybe I want to show you guys my side deck as well. Just a quick view on my side deck. I play 1 Ghost Sister, 2 Lava Golems, 3 Lancia, 3 Deck Lockdown, absolutely insane going first. We have 1 Feather Duster and 2 Lightning Storm, and then 3 copies of Dimensional Barrier. So that's what I choose for my side deck, but it's always up to own preferences, to what's been playing on your locals and things like that. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed it to showcase you guys this deck. And as I said, let me know in the comments what you think about this deck. I'm always open for suggestions or a nice little Yu-Gi-Oh discussion. It's free to do, so make use of it. Guys, again, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And check out the Instagram page KingsTCG Loba Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll put the link in the description down below. And as y'all know it, join the gang. Ciao!